Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to RealLifeOORA. Now today I'm going to be focusing on YouTube channel art. So if you guys have gone to any big YouTubers or even small YouTubers, I guess we're starting to add them as well, animated banners. They look really cool, really sleek, and it's a new option for YouTube. I know they've been out for a few weeks and stuff, but I just wanted to go ahead and actually help you guys out, which I'll get to in a second. So YouTube, it's pretty nice. You can upload a GIF file with anywhere about 30 frames, which is pretty good because it allows you to put really a lot of detail and a lot of work into your GIF without having it long enough so that your channel viewers get a little bit uninterested in it. So I did say GIF. If you're not sure what a GIF is, basically a GIF is a compilation of different images or still images with variations in a certain timeline. So when put together, they sort of make like a video. So think of a stop motion, if you know what those are. Basically, it's just like a stop motion. They're really helpful, really cool, and it's a fun little way to have a small movie on your channel banner. So like I said, YouTube now allows them, and I've been searching on YouTube for good tutorials and stuff. But it seems like there's only really one main video, one main tutorial, and then people just made copies of it, but just used their name in their template instead of his. So it's like, well, this isn't helping people, it's not really helping anyone like this. So I just want to go ahead and help you guys today and really show you and help you better understand how to make a channel banner. I'll still be doing a simple one just for the for the time, but I'm going to be showing you a different way to really customize your channel and do a channel GIF. So the banner you see right before you, this is actually my channel banner. I made it in about 3 or 4 hours, closer to 4 hours. It doesn't normally take that long to do a more simple design, but for me, this is it included building the scene and rendering it and everything like that. I had to render like 7 different images in Cinema 4D with a lot of high-end specs, so it took some time to do. Then I actually had to bring it into Photoshop and do everything. But for you guys, you're probably just looking for a simple one that just shows your name. That is pretty cool. So we're going to go into Photoshop right here. We're going to File, Open, and then I'm just going to open up this channel art template, Fireworks. It's really helpful, guys. You guys can find this on Google. Basically, it just sets your screen to a YouTube banner size. So this is the size for a TV. This is the size for desktop, for tablet, and then this small one is for mobile or desktop minimum. It's really helpful because I make a lot of banners, and it just sets up the size perfectly. So I recommend you download that. So anyways, we're gonna be starting off by building a simple rectangle. So I have the rectangle tool right here, and we're gonna match up the sizes with the desktop max. Okay, bring it all the way across and then down to there. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna zoom back out, Control minus. And now we're going to take our selection tool, which is our magic wand right here, and we're going to first rasterize the layer and then click it, just like that, okay? Now we're going to want to go to the paint can and go to the gradient tool. Sometimes it's just the gradient tool, sometimes it's the paint can. If it's the paint can, just hold down the image, then these two appear, then just click gradient tool. Now we're going to have these two color gradients, the black and the dark blue, because they look really nice just for a simple design. And we're going to have linear. Okay, and we're just going to bring this down and just play around with it a second and see how it works. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. Control D to get rid of the running ants, you could say. So that just gives you a little bit of style without having to go too insane with the shading and stuff like that. And you can see these are 2 separate layers. Make sure you guys do the same layers as me because it really helps out in the end. Later on, we can go ahead and get rid of these gray areas, which you'll see are super easy. We just need to add 2 more rectangles, okay? Now, from here, we need to, of course, add our text. Now, people, like I said, have normally been doing text where they just have text fade in and out. We're going to make something a little bit different, but still kind of similar. We're going to make our text drop down and then stay for 2 seconds or something, okay? So it's pretty cool. Just for simplicity, I'm going to use my friend's name, FPS Gooch. His name is short and simple and stuff, and it's pretty good letters, various letters. So we're going to use that, FPS Gooch, and we're going to make this just a white color so it's high contrast against the blue background. Have it just like that. Now we're going to make it bigger, of course. Not too big, though. Remember that. And we're just going to center it. Just like that. There we go. So we have this and we have that. Now from here, we're going to put that up above the blue. Make sure it's not touching the blue at first, okay? Now what we can do is we need to go to the right hand side and we need to duplicate this. Now we're going to call it FPS Gooch 2. Then we're going to copy it, call it, duplicate it, and then call it FPS Gooch 3. There you go. And then rectangle, we need to duplicate that and call it rectangle 2. And then duplicate that and call it rectangle 3. Okay? Now you want to line up all these different things. So we're going to take the FPS Gooch and place it right next to the rectangle 1. We're going to take the FPS Gooch, place it right on top of the rectangle 2, and then rectangle 3 goes right below FPS Gooch 3. So basically these are going to be different little scenes and stuff. So the first scene is going to comprise of no FPS Gooch. His name is not going to be in here at all. Therefore, we have it above right here. So we're going to uncheck everything here. Okay, we're going to uncheck all that. We're going to end this, I guess. We're going to take these two, make sure FPS Gooch and rectangle 1 are showing. Of course, use your own name. Don't put FPS Gooch. And we're going to right click and merge visible. Okay, so now these two are merged. It took the FPS Gooch in the rectangle and we combined it together to make it a lot easier. Okay, so that's that. Now we start off with FPS Gooch right on top. Now we're going to get rid of that and we're going to show these next two. Now this one, we want his name to be coming down and hitting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on FPS Gooch 2. And we're going to have him starting to fall. Just like that. You can really, depending on how fast you want your name to fall, really depends on the timing we set up later and also how many frames it takes him to fall. So we're just going to move a little bit, and that is going to be our FPS Gooch 2. So we're going to uncheck that, and we're going to merge visible like we did before. So now you can see it went ahead and it went from there to there. Okay, which is pretty good. And let's see here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to uncheck these, and we want the same thing to happen, although this time we want to check these and we want to bring FPS Gooch down more. We'll bring them down like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we want to do the same thing. We're going to uncheck this one. We're going to merge the visible. Actually, before we do that, edit, undo, merge, we need to make sure that we have enough of these. So we're going to right-click, duplicate layer, and we're going to have FPS Gooch 4. Duplicate FPS Gooch 5. And then duplicate FPS Gooch 6. We might not need 6, just depends. Rectangle, we're going to do the same thing. Duplicate 4. Duplicate 5. And duplicate 6. There we go. Again, match them up. So we'll put 3 next to 3, 4 on top of 4, 5 on top of 5, then 6, of course, automatically goes underneath 6. We're going to uncheck all these, including that one. And now we can take these two and we can have them highlighted. Right click, merge visible. Okay. Now we can take this, uncheck that, check these next two, and then bring this FPS Gooch down more. We'll bring them down to, say, right there. Sounds pretty good. We'll make sure they're checked. We're going to right click, merge visible, uncheck. Go to these two, FPS Gooch. Bring it down even more. Yes, even more. I guess we'll bring it down to right there. Right click the rectangle, merge visible. And then this last one right here will be of FPS Gooch directly at the bottom, and I am selecting the wrong one. Want to select that. Let's just make sure that that didn't change. Okay, good. Make sure you have the actual text changed, or else it'll move your rectangle, which would be bad. And we're going to put them right there on top of there. Now notice I'm using my arrow keys to move, not my actual cursor. This just makes sure that it does not move left to right. You guys can do that if you want, but I'm having it so it's just going down. Okay, then we want to make sure that you right click, merge visible. And we are going to have this move up. So you guys can see right here. Edit, undo, nudge. Okay, so from here we have this one go, and then we can have this one go, which is slightly down, then that one go, then that one go, and we're going to line up these. So it's just basically from that point on, it just goes and goes and goes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see it just slowly goes down and down and down. Awesome, perfect, awesome. So now we're going to go into Window, okay, Workspace, and where did I put it? Workspace, Motion. Okay, yeah, it's Motion. And then you'll have Create Video Timeline or Create Frame Animation. So you want to make sure it's Frame Animation, Create Frame Animation, and here you have one thing, okay? We want to go ahead and we want to create another, and another, and another, and another. We'll do 10, I guess. Or we'll do 11, 12. Because we have 6, 2 each. Sure. Okay, so the first one we're going to go ahead and we're going to have this guy and this guy. Okay, sounds good. That guy and that guy. Now, for these two, or the rest of these, we're not. So we're going to have it like that. Now this next one, so that's the first one. The next one is going to be exactly the same, okay? Now the third one, we want to have this one and we want to get rid of that one, okay? Then the same one, same thing like this, we want to have this one and get rid of that one, okay? So we're just highlighting and unhighlighting. Now number 5, we want to have this one and not that one, so it's the third rectangle. 6 needs to have third rectangle and nothing else but the layer. 0. 7th one needs to have rectangle 4 and not rectangle 1. 8 wants to have rectangle 4 and not rectangle 1. 9 wants to have rectangle 5 and not rectangle 1. 10 wants to have rectangle 5 and not rectangle 1. 11 wants to have rectangle 6, not rectangle 1, and 12 wants to have rectangle 6 and not rectangle 1. The same. Okay, now if we play that through, you can see his name slowly goes down. Okay, we're going to change that forever. So you guys can just see it just going down just like that. Where you're like, okay, so that's going to be hard for people to read it or something. It's going to be, you know, hard. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's change this. So this first one will have a 0.5 second. Second one will have a 0.5 second. Let's just see how this works. No, it doesn't look too good. So we're going to change this back to 1 second delay. We're going to have all these at 1 second delay. Let's see how that looks. Basically, it just takes a lot of playing around. You know what? Let's change this back to 0. We'll have no delay, no delay, no delay. So really, it's just your preference from this point on. We're going to have these as no delay, okay? But then once we get down to number 11, where it's the ground, we're going to have this as a 2 second delay. And then this one is a 1 second delay. So the guy's going to fall down and stop. And then go, and then go, and then stop, stop, go, stop, stop. So there you go. It could work for you guys. Really depends on what you guys want. From here on, of course, we can make it, since we only have 12 frames, that means we can even double the amount of frames we have. We can make them fade out or something like that, whatever you guys want. Now to save, we're going to want to stop this. File, save as, or rather, let's see. Close, file, save for web. Just like this. It's going to be GIF. And also I found do not worry about actually how fast this GIF runs on this thing. It's never that fast. This thing runs the GIF a lot faster. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just don't. Make sure this is set to 256. Make sure that is set to GIF. Unnamed preset, don't change that. Pattern selective. Yes, 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 yes. Looping options forever. And then save. And then save to your desktop or wherever. And then there you go. It's right there. And you're all set. Now, saving for the web, of course, is a better idea. And when you save for the web, you can just right-click, and sometimes it opens them up in the web, and you can right-click and download it, and then just upload it straight to YouTube, guys. So that is it. That is all you have to do to go ahead and get to that point in order to get to your animated banner. So I hope this better explained it for you guys. I know it was a long video. I apologize, but I wanted to make sure I got everything in. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to go ahead and give a thumbs up down below. And I cannot wait to see what channel banners you guys make. Remember, you do not just have to do like that, or you not just have to do the color in, color out, like fade in, fade out, or anything like that. You can do literally whatever you do, whatever you want to do, that is. So just play around. Maybe play around with a flip book. Those are pretty cool if you guys know those. Play around with one of those and just see what happens. And so yeah. So that is how to make a GIF animation, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.